Hi, my name is Lori Lindburg. I'm the Executive Director of the California Life Sciences Institute. We're a statewide nonprofit that supports the life sciences industry in the areas of STEM education, workforce development, and entrepreneurship. And today I'm here to talk to you about a report that CLSI has just released on the economic impact of Bay Area startups. I'm here with Todd Rufo, the Director of the Mayor's Office of Economic and Workforce Development. But before I talk about the report, Todd, I'd love to hear a little bit from you about what the city's vision was for creating this very vibrant and innovative life sciences hub.
Well, thanks so much, Lori, and it's so great to be here with you and the leadership of the CLSI here at Bio 2016 in San Francisco. You know, if you go back 10 years, San Francisco had only one life science company in the entire city. Even though we were the birthplace of biotech, the home of UCSF, the starting point for Genentech. Over that time, the city is focused on creating a life science community to rival no other here in San Francisco, anchored by Mission Bay. Since that time, we've added 234 life sciences companies, including Celgene, FibroGen, Nektar, Pfizer, and today totaling 10 life science incubators and accelerators. It's an incredible amount of progress that the city has done in a short amount of time. We're thrilled with that progress, but we're setting our sights on the future. We think that San Francisco and Mission Bay can be a center for life science innovation, driving the future of human health and global innovation. You know, Lori, I know we're here to talk about this incredible report that the CLSI has done, and in particular, talk a little bit about what some of the impacts were. Can you tell us a little bit more about the report?
Sure. Well, the reason we set out to actually do this report is we hear a lot of great analyses of the important contributions of the life sciences industry for the state of California. But what many of us who work with these very, very early stage companies, we're seeing them succeeding and making impact as well. But many of them are operating under the radar, they're in stealth mode, and they're in isolation. So we actually thought, what if we could start to try to capture the economic impact of these early stage companies?
And were you successful?
Yeah, we were. We estimate that there are about 600 life science startups in the Bay Area that we know about, and we actually heard from 137 of them, so that's about a 22% sample size.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, and what did you find?
Well, we found that in spite of a very challenging financial and regulatory environment, these companies are actually having a very substantial impact on the economy. They are bringing in over $360 million in public and private funding alone. And in terms of innovation, they've filed at least 468 patents and have actually been granted 158 of those. So this really is the pipeline of innovation for the industry.
You know, one of the big issues facing the Bay Area as well as the nation is around jobs, and it's something that San Francisco Mayor Edwin M. Lee and the Mayor's Office of Economic Development think all the time about. What did the study tell us about the jobs picture?
Well, you know, people always think these companies are so small and that they're really not large employers, but of the companies that we actually talked to, they were employing over 1,200 people. You can imagine if we extrapolated that to the larger estimated 600 companies, that could be as many as 5,500 jobs.
Wow.
And in terms of diversity, we also found a really interesting data point, which is that over 47% of these companies actually had a woman in the C-suite, which is significantly larger than the industry at large. So we actually think we're seeing the face of the industry changing.
You know, I think that data speaks to how vibrant and how amazingly strong this ecosystem is. What do you think makes this ecosystem so vibrant?
You know, a life science startup in the Bay Area is so fortunate to be able to tap into a very rich and dynamic ecosystem of support. We have dozens of incubators and accelerators from QB3, Indie Bio, Illumina Accelerator, Bear Collaborator, Breakout Labs, and the amazing programs coming out of UC and Stanford and more. And the really smart companies are eating up as much of that as possible and taking advantage of it. And I think that what's really so remarkable about our ecosystem is that all of us, these organizations, really work collaboratively together. We have companies coming out of these incubators and accelerators coming into our own FAST accelerator at CLSI. We're all here together to support the success of these companies, which really is at the core of CLSI's mission. So.
Well, I think you've heard it here first at BIO 2016, this incredible report brought to you by the CLSI about the San Francisco Bay Area and broader California innovation ecosystem. I assume the report can be found on the CLSI website?
That's right, it's live now.
And thank you so much, everyone, for coming to San Francisco, BIO 2016. Thank you so much.